Hey everyone, welcome to the first long-form episode here on Bible Riddles 101. Thanks to those of you for your early engagements with the channel. Each week I want to create a long-form devotional based on one of the top-viewed riddles from the previous week. So today we're going to dive into a story of just incredible transformation, one that speaks to the heart of what it means to encounter God in the most unexpected ways. So we turn our attention to Acts 9, to the story of Saul, a man who was radically changed on the road to Damascus. Saul was not just any man, he was a Pharisee, and he was really zealous for the traditions of his fathers and heavily opposed to the followers of Jesus. He was on his way to Damascus with a heart full of rage, really intent just on persecuting Christians. But God had other plans, and this bright light from heaven flashed around him, and he fell to the ground. He heard a voice saying, "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" And this moment really marked the beginning of Saul's transformation from a persecutor of Christians to Paul, who ended up being a pillar of the early church and an author of much of the New Testament. And what's so compelling about this story is not just the dramatic encounter, but the journey of blindness that Saul embarked on immediately after. He was physically blinded, but that blindness symbolizes the spiritual blindness he had been living in. And for 3 days he was in that darkness, not eating or drinking, until Ananias, a disciple of Jesus, was sent by God to restore his sight. So this act of healing was as much spiritual as it was physical. Saul's eyes were opened in more ways than one. He saw the truth of Jesus Christ, not just as a historical figure, but as the risen Lord, the Savior of the world. And this revelation was so profound that it really propelled Saul, who is now Paul, into a life of ministry, of spreading the gospel far and wide. And as we reflect on this story, we have to ask ourselves, what are the blind spots in our own lives? Are there any areas where we are spiritually blind, so unable to see God's truth, His love, and His calling on our lives? And perhaps we too are on a road, unaware of the light that is trying to just break into our own darkness. So with this little devotional, I want to invite you to ponder a question. Where is your blind spot? Where do you need healing? It may not be as dramatic as Saul's encounter on that road to Damascus, but is God speaking to you in a certain way? Is He trying to reveal to us one of our blind spots and really heal our spiritual side? So in closing, just remember that transformation is a journey. It's not a destination, and it begins with a willingness to see, to acknowledge our need for God's healing light. With that, may God bless you, and may you have the courage to face your blind spots and the grace to embrace the healing He offers.